If you're flying in 2026, there's a good chance you're accidentally breaking at least one TSA rule right now. And no, I'm not talking about the old 3.4-ounce liquid rule. Several airports have quietly changed how they screen bags this year. Electronics are being pulled more often, and certain everyday items are triggering secondary inspections that didn't used to happen. What if I told you that the carry-on rule you've been following for years could get you detained at security right now? The TSA just updated their guidelines for 2026, and some of these changes are so surprising that even frequent flyers are getting caught off guard at checkpoints across America. What a bad surprise. In this video, I'll break down the 7 biggest TSA carry-on updates for 2026, plus the 3 most commonly confiscated items travelers are still bringing to security. And one of these changes actually makes flying easier, but almost nobody is taking advantage of it yet. Let's start with the one causing the most confusion. Rule number 1. The liquids rule is changing, but only at some airports. You already know the 311 rule. Liquids must be 3.4 ounces or less, all inside a single quart-size bag. That rule still applies nationwide. However, select airports are rolling out upgraded CT scanners that allow you to leave liquids and electronics inside your bag during screening. Here's the catch. The liquid size limit has not universally increased. Some airports with advanced scanners may allow larger medically necessary liquids or may not require removal. But the 3.4-ounce limit still technically applies unless otherwise specified. Where travelers get in trouble, they assume one airport's process applies everywhere. If you're connecting through a smaller airport without the upgraded scanners, standard rules apply. Smart move. Always check the TSA website for both your departure and connection airports before packing. Rule number 2. Electronics. Screening is stricter again. If your device is larger than a smartphone, expect to remove it. That includes tablets, e-readers, portable gaming devices, large camera equipment, some battery packs. Even at airports with advanced scanners, agents can still request items be removed. What's new in 2026 isn't the rule itself. It's the enforcement consistency. More airports are reverting to full removal during peak travel seasons. Pro tip: keep all electronics in one easily accessible section of your bag to avoid holding up the line and irritating everyone behind you. Rule number 3, lithium battery limits are being enforced more carefully. This one surprises frequent travelers. Lithium-ion batteries over 100 watt-hours generally require airline approval. Most standard laptops are fine, but high-capacity drone batteries, professional video gear, extra-large power stations, these can trigger additional screening. And remember, spare lithium batteries must go in carry-on, not check luggage. Before flying, check the watt-hour rating printed on your battery. If it's close to 100 watt-hours, verify with your airline before departure. Rule number 4, power banks have clear capacity limits. Power banks must be under 100 watt-hours, roughly 27,000 milliampere hours depending on voltage, in your carry-on only. Anything larger typically requires airline approval, and some airlines prohibit them entirely. Many newer ultra-capacity portable chargers exceed limits without travelers realizing it. Check the fine print before packing. I'll link a TSA-compliant travel power bank in the description that meets airline standards if you want a safe option. Rule number 5, food is causing more delays than ever. Solid foods are allowed, but spreadable, creamy, or gel-like foods count as liquids. That includes peanut butter, hummus, creamy dips, soft cheeses, frosting. If it can be spread, squeezed, or poured, it likely falls under liquid rules. Homemade food isn't banned. However, unidentifiable items may be subject to additional inspection. If you're traveling with food gifts, consider keeping them in original packaging when possible. Rule number 6, medications require clear labeling. Prescription medications are allowed in carry-on, but liquid medications over 3.4 ounces must be declared. Controlled substances should be in original labeled containers. Traveling with large quantities may prompt questions. If you're carrying more than a standard personal use amount, having a doctor's note can prevent delays, especially on international routes. Never pack essential medication in checked luggage. Rule number 7, international duty-free items face extra screening. This catches a lot of travelers returning to the U.S. items purchased abroad, even after security, may be rescreened upon entry. Liquids bought duty-free must remain in sealed, tamper-evident bags with receipt visible. If you have a connecting flight in the U.S., you may need to clear security again. Plan accordingly. The 3 most commonly confiscated items in 2026. Oversized power banks, spreadable food items over 3.4 ounces, loose lithium batteries packed incorrectly. These are simple mistakes, but they cause major delays. Mid-video retention, rehook. Before we wrap up, here's the good news. One update is actually speeding things up. Airports with full CT scanner rollout often allow you to leave laptops and compliant liquids inside your bag. When you travel through those airports, security can take half the time. But again, only if your items meet current guidelines. A summary, what to remember. If you remember only 3 things from this video, 3.4 ounces is still the standard liquid rule. Lithium batteries belong in carry-on, under airline limits. When in doubt, check both your airport and your airline before packing. Air travel isn't necessarily stricter in 2026. It's just more technology-driven and more consistently enforced. Perhaps the most significant change affects international travelers. The TSA has implemented stricter screening for items purchased at foreign airports, even from duty-free shops. Electronics, liquids, and food items bought internationally now face additional scrutiny when re-entering the United States, even if they were purchased after security screening abroad. The bottom line is that 2026 has brought more complexity to air travel, not less. These rule changes aren't just bureaucratic updates. They reflect evolving security threats and improved detection technology. The travelers who adapt quickly to these changes will breeze through security, while those stuck in old habits will face delays, confiscated items, and unnecessary stress. Your best strategy is treating every trip like your first time flying. Double-check current TSA guidelines for your specific airports, pack conservatively, and always build extra time into your travel schedule for security screening. Travelers who stay updated move through security smoothly with way less hiccups, and they enjoy their travels. Those relying on outdated advice are the ones getting stuck and missing flights. And if you want more updated travel rule breakdowns, hit subscribe, like, and share, because airport security rules change faster than most people realize. Safe travels.